Alright, here we're going to look at some examples of multiplying some fractions, and the basic rule you need to remember is the following. It says if you have a fraction a over b times another fraction c over d, it says to evaluate that, basically you just multiply on the top, a times c, and then in the denominator as well, b times d. Okay. Of course, you can cancel out common factors and do some things to make it a little bit faster, but that's the basic idea. So we'll do a few different examples here. So in part A, we have 1 over 3 times 7 over 8. Well, again, I'm just going to multiply in the numerator 1 times 7. 1 times 7 will just give us 7. And then in the denominator, we'll do 3 times 8. Well, 3 times 8 is going to give us 24. And now we've got our solution. Again, I always, you want to try to reduce your fractions, but here there's no common factors of 7 and 24, other than 1, that we can cancel out and that will allow us to reduce things. Okay, so in our next problem, we have 12 over 7 times 2 over 3. Again, we could just simply multiply in the numerator. So 12 times 2 would be 24. And in the denominator, 7 times 3 would be 21. But again, this is a fraction where we could actually simplify things a little bit. Notice we could divide the numerator. The numerator and the denominator both have a factor of 3 in common. We could write the numerator as 3 times 8, the denominator as 3 times 7. We could get rid of those common factors, and we could now reduce our solution. Again, 24 over 21 is correct, but we can reduce this to 8 over 7. Typically what I'll do, and this is what I'll do in the other examples as well, so in the numerator you have 12 times 2 over 7 times 3. Again, I recognize that 12 and 3 have a common factor immediately, and again, that's 3. So in my head I say, well, okay, 12 divided by 3 would leave me with a 4. 3 divided by 3 would just leave me with a 1. And then I look at sort of the remaining numbers. So I've got a 4, I've got a 2 in the numerator, in the denominator I've got a 7, and I've got a 1. So now I just multiply what's left. So 4 times 2 is 8. 7 times 1 is 7. And again, we have our same solution as before. So to me, it's easier to sort of, get rid of common factors first and then multiply instead of multiplying and then getting rid of common factors. So this will be the way you'll see me do a lot of fractions, just getting rid of common factors immediately, and then I'll start multiplying.